guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is quite interesting. It is my first attempt at a double cut crease negative space, however you want to call it. It was really difficult to do. So if you guys want to see how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids, not my lids, sorry. Prime my brows and then prime my face. I really didn't show product that I used in here because I didn't think I was going to post it. But if you guys have a question, asking what I use, just ask me and I'll let you know. So I did my brows with my Benefits Brow. Now I am cleaning it up with my, I think I use ABH concealer for the bottom, and then the top, of course, I use the Becca concealer in the shade Chestnut. So I am just cleaning up my brows right now. I don't know what happened there and why it's so orange, but I'm just filling the brows in, fixing it up because I guess I cleaned up too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and clean the bottom. I really love this concealer by Anastasia. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep cleaning till I get it to the shape I want. Then I'm gonna use a concealer brush and I am just going to blend all that concealer out. I think that's the concealer I also used as a base, so I did drag it down and blend it. Then I'm gonna set my brows with my NYX brow gel. Then I'm going to set the concealer with my Cover FX setting powder that is in the shade Medium. And I'm just going to start off with my Suva Suave Beauty Cupcake and Monsters palette. I'm going to use that to, I guess you can say, cut the crease. And I'm just going to blend that purple out. There's a lot of blending in this. I'm just using the same color and using the bigger blending brush and lightly like blending it so that it looks, blended and not just there. So I'm gonna take this Urban Decay single shadow and I'm gonna place that right into the crease or above the crease and kind of blend that in there also just to define it. Then I'm gonna cut the crease with my Becca concealer in the shade, I believe this is in the shade Honeycomb. And that concealer brush I got from Target. It's a e.l.f. concealer brush and it was just $1. So as you guys can see, this is where I started messing up. I cut it too low. I do go back and I do fix it. This was a challenge for me. Like, I have never done anything like this. This was my first time and it was difficult. I got to a point where I almost wanted to give up. So I'm going to cut the other crease, I guess you can call it. This look was so challenging, guys. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. You guys will see. So anyways, I'm just cutting. Then I'm also going to drag that concealer down and I am going to blend it out with my concealer. No, I didn't blend it out. I'm just dragging it down. And then I'm going to set it, with my Cover FX setting powder. That is also in the shade Medium. But right now, I'm still trying. You see what I'm doing? I'm still trying to get the cut to be really cut. So I'm going to set that concealer with my Cover FX setting powder. That's the same powder I used to set the lids when I cleaned up my, when I cleaned up my brows. So I'm just setting the concealer. And I'm going to go ahead with my, I think this was a Tarte gel liner. Yeah, it was. And the brush that I was using at the beginning was a Real Techniques brush that I really don't like. As you guys can see, I changed like brushes 3 times. So I'm going to kind of do a wing right then and I'm going to fill it in. I did go back and I set it with a black shadow. See how bad I messed up? So I set it with the Urban Decay, forgot what Naked palette, and then I went ahead and I applied my red. This red came from the. Sorry guys, my voice is. It's been a long weekend, but I'm going in with the red, and then I'm gonna go in with the gold shadow, also from my think Naked 2 palette. So then I went ahead with the concealer, the Becca concealer in the shade Chestnut, and I cleaned up the wing a little. So as you guys can see up there where the purple is, I did not, as you can see, cut it right. So I did go back in with that purple and basically blended it out and everything to make it look proper. So I cleaned that up a little. Then I'm gonna go back in and with the purple like I explained, and I'm basically gonna reapply all those shadows again just to make it look like it's looking now. It was really difficult to do. Then I went in with Tiki Hunt by Makeup Geek, and I'm gonna use that to blend out the edges. And then again going back in with the concealer to clean up the liner. And I'm doing the same thing for the other side. I'm also going to go back in on that side with the purple to basically shape it the way I want it to be shaped. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply some glitter glue on the lids. And then I'm applying, for the gold, I think I used Goldilocks by Sugar Pill. And then the red was a glitter that I got from, I think it was Bulk Glitters. So I did apply glitter on top of the shadows. So that was that. Because I wiped my, I had glitter fallouts on my face. I did wipe that off. So I have to go back in and reapply my moisturizer and my primer. And then for my foundation, I mixed two different foundations to get the proper shade. For me, one was darker, one was lighter. And I'm just going to mix those to get the right shade. I'm just going to use a oval brush, I believe, yeah, and just blend all that together. I know it might look a little darker, but my neck and my chest is basically darker than my face. So I basically try to match that. And plus, when I go back in and do my highlight, and I don't know who I was talking to. Sorry, guys. When I go back in and do my highlight and contour, everything just comes back together. So I'm gonna go back in with the beauty blender and basically re-blend the foundation. For concealer, I am using my NARS concealer. Forgot what shade this is in, but I'm gonna apply that in all the areas that you would normally highlight. And then I'm gonna take a Real Techniques brush and not brush, sorry, a Real Techniques beauty blender, and I am going to blend all that out. Just keep dabbing on it and just blend it out. It's a lot of blending. You have to really, really blend. I'm gonna blend my forehead, and then I'm gonna use a smaller beauty blender to blend my nose, because that is a very small area. Then I'm gonna take, I believe, what setting powder is that? That's my CoverGirl translucent powder, and this is in the shade Honey. I'm gonna use that to set all the highlighted areas. I'm gonna set the chin, then the forehead, and then the nose. So as you guys know, I don't like for my setting powder to really sit in my face for a very long time, but I use the same powder to, I guess, cut my jawline, however you want to call it. And then I use my Becca multi-tack powder. This is in the shade, I believe, deep bronze, and that is what I am using to contour. I am in love with this powder, especially for my skin tone. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna dust off the excess powder off my face from the highlighting. I'm just gonna take that brush. I think I got it from Morphe, and then I'm just gonna basically dust off all the excess powder. I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose using that same powder by Becca. Um, I'm still working on my nose contouring, so y'all bear with me. We gonna get there eventually. I'm just gonna blend some more, and right there I am using a eyeshadow brush to do so. And I'm gonna contour my cupid's bow right down in the middle, just to make it pop some more. Then I'm gonna take my CoverGirl setting powder. This, forgot what shade this is in, but this is not in honey, and I'm gonna use that to basically set all over my face and my neck. Then I'm gonna take my Lorac blush. Forgot what shade that is also in. If you want to know, just ask and I will answer. But that's the blush I'm using. Oh my god, Maddie, what are you doing? Then I'm going to use my highlighter, my ABH Glow Kit. I believe the one I have is in Sun Dip, something like that. And I'm using that. I mixed two of those shades and I'm using that to highlight. Look at that glow, Lord. Then I'm going to highlight, of course, the tip of my nose and then the bridge of my nose and then my cupid's bow. And for this look, I didn't really want to do, I did highlight my brow bone also, brown bone. I'm gonna put some mascara on and then my lower lash line. You guys know the whole process of this whole thing. So I'm gonna line my waterline and then I think that was it. I kind of blended the black and a little bit just to give it that look, and then of course I highlighted my cupid's bow. And then for this look I didn't want to do too much, so I just put some lip gloss on. And then that was it. We are all done. Thank you guys so much for watching, for the love, for the support. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye. My body aches to be satisfied.